Hi, my name is James, and this is part 3 of the Cardano Starter Kit about starter kits. In part 1, I shared some of the high-level motivation for why we're building starter kits in the first place. And in part 2, I shared some of my thinking about why I want to build more of them and why you might want to as well. Let's talk a little bit about what a Cardano Starter Kit consists of now. And first of all, a disclaimer. You probably have even better ideas than I do, okay? If you've got them, share them. I believe really strongly that people learn best by doing, and we need to create opportunities for that to happen. We want to provide end users with chances to activate their imagination for what Cardano and all its suite of tools can do. And we want to provide entry points for developers to come along and make sense of the new tools that exist so that they can start using them. Ideally, and call me too much of a dreamer if you want to, ideally, what happens as Cardano rolls out is that new people become developers. All the energy around blockchain, Cardano, what these tools can do drives new people to decide to take up development and to start building useful things that really make a difference in the world. Okay. Now, if you have ideas for how to do that, hey, listen, ignore what I wrote right here, right? Show us your own ideas. Let's do this together. Now, with that in mind, here's some theories about what Cardano starter kits should include. First of all, we really encourage you to start from guiding questions, learning targets, and outcomes. A lot more on this to come. This is going to be ongoing work for all of us. But the big idea is that we should really practice framing why we're doing things in the first place. If you're going to make a starter kit, try to say, hey, what's the point? What is the learning target about this? What questions are we answering? And you can see, right? This starter kit about starter kits is organized into 4 guiding questions, and I'm trying to answer each one one at a time, right? Now, when we're talking about new tools, especially, modern technology, often it's easy to get caught up in the tool itself, right? To get caught up in crypto for its own sake, to get caught up, hey, I want Cardano to be successful. Why? Because I want Cardano to be successful. No. That's not what we're here for. What problem are we solving? Why are we doing this in the first place? Okay. And starting your planning, right? Starting a starter kit by thinking about the questions and the targets and the outcomes gives us the chance to not get lost in just showing people shiny things, but it really allows us to keep our eyes on the prize, all right? I'm going to talk more about guiding questions and learning targets and outcomes in the next video, but also please know this is ongoing work, and what we'd really like to build are our new user experiences to help people define their questions and their targets. All of that's coming. For now, I'm relying on these 2 simple tools that I already have, a GitHub README file, and the video you're watching right now. With that in mind, I do think video is going to continue to have a place in starter kits, even though we don't want these things to be purely tutorial based, right? We want to share things, right? Screen shares are effective. Talking through ideas is one effective approach to framing problems, okay? And so video will play a role, but think about using video to launch people on some journey, okay? Written documentation, same exact thing. It's going to continue to play a role. Let's be open to playing with it. What makes written documentation most effective? This document right here is probably too wordy for a lot of people. I recognize that. I can't help it. I'm working on it. There's just so much there's so many ideas to try to say, all right? But obviously, yeah, we're going to need new user interfaces and new user experiences to help people dive into this stuff in a way that makes sense for them. Links, further reading, and calls to action All of this is at the core of what a starter kit is. Why are we asking questions? Why are we setting targets and outcomes? Why are we making videos and written documentation? It is so that people can go take their next step. So provide additional links, further reading, and most importantly, a call to action. The call to action here is, hey, you want to make one? Go for it. Okay, so we're going to dive more into that in part 4. There's all sorts of stuff that starter kits might include, right? You might go deep into some technical things and include some code. You might suggest some project-based or problem-based learning tasks. You might have references and usage examples for tools that have been built. So for example, at Gimbalabs, we are developing these open source APIs, and one of the things we want to do in a bunch of the upcoming starter kits is show how those work. I want to reiterate, of course, you're likely to have even better ideas. So join us, okay? We're talking about all of this stuff right now on the Gimbalabs Discord, and I would love to have as many different people as possible working on these problems, because I believe that with the level of problems we have to solve in the world right now, we're going to need an unprecedented number of people working together in unprecedented ways. So let's unlock the opportunities to do that. All right. If you're interested in joining on the journey, let's do it. All right. Let's get people started. There's a lot of work to do. All right. See you soon.